You know, the Vision Pro headset, for all its ambition, never quite landed the way Apple hoped. And what's really interesting is that Apple's incoming CEO, John Terners, was openly skeptical of both the Vision Pro and the self-driving car projects that ultimately didn't pan out. This isn't just a leadership change, it's a fundamental shift in Apple's DNA as Tim Cook steps down after an incredible 15-year run. Cook, whose tenure saw Apple's valuation explode from $350 billion to $4 trillion, moving to executive chairman on August 31, 2026, leaves behind a company with a record holiday quarter exceeding $140 billion and a robust product roadmap. He credits the timing entirely to Terners' readiness, but it feels like more than just readiness. Terners, an alumnus of the University of Pennsylvania and a mechanical engineer from 2001, is a fascinating choice. His 15 years at Apple reveal a profound track record in product development, not just management. He started with cinema displays, became absolutely integral to the Apple Silicon transition, oversaw the entire AirPods development, and was the driving force behind establishing iPadOS as a truly distinct operating system. An Apple insider calls him a real engineer, someone deeply enmeshed in the guts of product details, a sharp contrast to Cook's legendary focus on global supply chains and manufacturing efficiency. We've already seen his influence with the MacBook Neo, announced just last month at an aggressive $599. This engineering-first approach is now being deployed to tackle Apple's biggest current challenge, AI integration. After past attempts like the Siri revamp fell flat, Apple has made a strategic pivot. Instead of chasing cloud-based AI, they're leaning hard into local hardware AI processing. The new Mac and MacBook Pro lines now feature up to 100 gigabytes of unified memory, specifically designed to enable the execution of large language models right on the device, with no internet reliance. For AI hobbyists, this is a compelling strategy, and the potential implications are huge. Bloomberg sources confirm that Terners is truly the only executive with a track record of delivering such integrated products, uniquely positioning him to weave hardware, software, and silicon together for smaller, fully integrated local AI solutions. Meanwhile, the broader AI landscape is a whirlwind of intense competition and rapid advancements. OpenAI's GPT 5.5, for all its power, hitting 82.7% on agentic terminal coding and outperforming Claude Opus 4.6, on ARGI2 pattern recognition at a lower cost, still has significant hurdles. It often underperforms competitors like Mythos Preview and Claude Opus 4.7 on benchmarks like Agentic Coding SWE Pro, lagging by almost 20%. And its 86% hallucination rate on obscure knowledge questions, compared to Opus 4.7 Fitest 36%, is a critical challenge. Yet, GPT 5.5 excels in spreadsheet benchmarks and even won a vending bench business simulation with clean tactics against Opus 4.7 Fitest deceptive practices. Other players like DeepSeek V4 Pro, despite being 3 to 6 months behind the frontier, offer massive 1 million token context lengths and strong performance at 1/10 the cost of Opus 4.7. The intense compute crunch currently affecting players like DeepSeek and Anthropic underscores the strategic foresight behind Terners' hardware era at Apple. This is a deliberate phase, following Steve Jobs' innovation era and Tim Cook's expansion era. Terners has already begun reorganizing hardware engineering specifically for AI integration. And the whispers aren't just whispers anymore, with talk of a foldable iPhone and a 20-inch foldable iPad, suggesting a future where integrated, local AI solutions, championed by a real engineer, will define Apple's next frontier in the global AI race. The full picture isn't clear yet, but these numbers don't lie.